Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. I do want to give you guys a heads up on a bunch of games getting delisted forever on various platforms. GOG's got two major games getting delisted. One of them you can get super cheap, so you might want to jump on that as soon as possible. Another game is getting delisted. Honestly, even though it's getting delisted, Wick Hex. It was available for $3.99 yesterday on Humble. It is no longer available at that price point, and I don't know if we're really finna be dropping $20 on this game, but I'll mention that, and also want to highlight some great deals over at our friends at Green Man Gaming. We do have the release of a notable expansion yesterday. I know everybody's down on Bungie and Destiny these days, but, you know, Edge of Fate did come out. We'll highlight that, and a couple of other news and notes as far as deals are concerned. So we'll get to that at the end of this video. But first of all, Inside and Limbo are both getting delisted from the GOG storefront. Inside is 90% off for $1.99. I would highly recommend you jump on that as soon as possible on GOG. It's available directly on GOG. $9.99, so if you want to pick that up as well, go for it. It could be a case of these games will at some point come back to the storefront. We don't know, but if you want to be safe rather than sorry, you might want to pick these up. A lot of speculation as far as why these games are getting pulled. I have made my opinion known that I feel like, based on the fact that there are some legal issues going on with Playdead right now, you know, a very sad story, unfortunate story, especially when you consider how I don't want to say iconic of a game Limbo is, but an important game to me, at least. I can't really speak for the grander picture and everybody in gaming, but to me, Limbo was one of those games that really showcased what these smaller scale indie titles could be, in the sense that, hey, these could be incredibly compelling games, even if they're not your typical $50 games. You know, you had to pay 800 Microsoft points for them back in the day, but you get the idea. It was really games like Limbo, Castle Crashers, Shadow Complex that back in the day, to me, showed me, hey, these downloadable games could be really, really great. And Limbo, I thought, was an incredible title from an art direction standpoint, atmosphere standpoint, etc., etc. And then Inside was a great title as well. It is interesting because I do believe there's a chance that these games can get delisted on other storefronts as well. I don't know if they will, but the fact is, my speculation is that the removal of Inside and Limbo from these storefronts are for legal reasons, and Playdead hasn't outright said anything about these games getting delisted from GOG. They've literally been quiet. It was somebody from GOG that made a post on their forum that these games are going to get pulled, but they didn't elaborate as far as the reasoning of them getting pulled. To me, that says there are some legal issues going on. Playdead can't be transparent because anything can and will be used against you. So they've kept it quiet, and now the games are just going to get delisted without letting people really know why, which is a bummer. But that would also tell me that once the legal situation gets wrapped up, hopefully the games would come back to the storefront, and in this case, GOG. Maybe the games will stay on Steam. I don't know. A lot of this is speculation. What I do know is that they will be getting pulled from GOG, so if you want to pick up Inside, $1.99 on that is definitely a great pickup. And then also tomorrow, Wick Hex will be getting delisted from Steam. Look, I'm all about having all your games on Steam and, you know, getting games and preserving them in the sense that it's getting delisted and you can always download them. You know, I know the term preserved for digital games might be a little bit whack to you guys, but, you know, it goes in with reason. Like, $19.99 is still a pretty penny to drop on a video game, and do you want to drop it on a John Wick game? I will note that our friends at Fanatical do have it 11% off for $17.88, but is that cheap enough? Probably not. Probably not, in all honesty, if I was being honest with you guys. But you know what? John Wick is a super notable IP, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll let that be a decision for you guys to make, but it will be getting delisted from Steam here tomorrow. Alright, moving on from that, I want to wrap up this video by highlighting some great deals from our friends over at Green Man Gaming. We do have the Destiny franchise sale along with the launch of Edge of Fate, what is it called? The Year of Prophecy? Yeah, the Year of Prophecy. The Ultimate Edition is $83. The Year of Prophecy Standard Edition is $66, and then you can also get Edge of Fate for $33. Year of Prophecy will also get you the other expansion that is coming out, the Renegades expansion, which is coming December the 2nd. That's how Bungie is moving forward with Destiny 2. It's not going to be one major yearly expansion like we had with Final Shape and, you know, Witch Queen and all that. It's going to be two smaller expansions, and I've been hearing mixed things about Edge of Fate. I'm not a big Destiny 2 guy these days, so I'm not going to try to speak on it more than I have to, but you can get it a little bit discounted. $66 here for the Standard Edition of Year of Prophecy, and then the Ultimate Edition, which will get you a lot of bonus content and things of that nature. $83 on that if you're a Destiny 2 player. Something to check out there. Also, Robocop Rogue City Unfinished Business is 20% off for $24. This is the Robocop standalone expansion that is coming out tomorrow as well. A lot of people are really looking forward to this. I know a lot of people really enjoyed Robocop Rogue City, as did I. I'm not a big Robocop guy, but as far as the setting goes and just the story and gameplay, I thought that game was pretty good. I'm not saying it's blow away like an amazing game from a gameplay standpoint, but I thought it had some humor, it had some flashiness, and I overall enjoyed it. And given the fact that it's going on sale these days for like $4 to $5, it is a no-brainer here. And I think it's very smart to put that game on sale for $4 to $5 because it essentially acts as a promotional vehicle for Unfinished Business now. And now I feel like a lot more people are aware about Unfinished Business and they want to check it out because they picked up the original game for so cheap. That game won them over, and now they're like, hey, this game's coming out. It's a budget price at $29.99. GMG's getting it even cheaper, 20% off at $23.99. I think it's a great price point, definitely something to check out there, and you'll get even more Robocop content. Alright, moving on from that, we do have XCOM 2 The Collection, $7.20 on this. I always recommend XCOM 2 The Collection. I think it's a great pickup. XCOM is an incredibly rewarding tactics title. Definitely had some issues from a technical standpoint at launch, but it's gotten orders of magnitude better, and the game is still as rewarding as ever and a very enjoyable game to go through. So definitely recommend XCOM 2 The Collection. $7.20 on that is great. And then lastly, Code Vein is 87% off for $7.92. Think Code Vein is a great deal. Obviously, you know I love me my anime aesthetics, and even though I'm not super into Souls-like games these days, when Code Vein was coming out, I was still, you know, into the genre and playing a lot of those games, and I'm still playing these games now. Like, what am I saying? I've played pretty much every single one of them, except for finishing first Berserker, but enjoyed Code Vein quite a lot. Definitely would recommend that, especially if you do like the anime visual style. And Code Vein 2 is coming out next year, so cool stuff on that. $7.92 for Code Vein. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, just want to note Inside and Limbo getting delisted forever. You want to jump on that as soon as possible. Wick Hex is gonna get delisted, but do you want to drop the $20? That is up to you. You got Destiny 2, Edge of Fate dropping, Robocop Rogue City Unfinished Business dropping tomorrow, XCOM 2 and Code Vein already out, obviously been out for years, but good deals on those as well. Links to everything in the description box below. If you do end up buying anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated, but that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.